All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are in game number 1 from our first round of 8 series for the Corsair Cup number 30. Spawning up here in the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the green Zerg player. Give it up for Guru.
In the bottom right, odds the teal Protoss. He is Socke. Socke. Yeah.
Sky Gray in the chat, I highly disagree. I do not think I could pull off an afro. I don't know where that one was coming from, but I don't think I could pull it off. Just gonna put that out there.
Well, I usually can't pull hair off. It's quite difficult.
Well, you can. That's what my dad's like semi-bald. He's like one of those people that has like the U-shape hair.
Toupee.
No, he doesn't wear a toupee or anything, but like he's like the half bald. But he always says like he lost his hair because he ripped it out dealing with his kids. So
it's a dad thing to say.
Right?
So I opened my fortune cookie, by the way, and it says a true friend walks in when the rest of the world walks out, and that's not a fortune. So thank you.
Well, I haven't seen any friends walk into your room today, so I guess you have no true friends. Wait. I don't think that was
the
actually
rest of the world has walked out on me already?
The world has already walked out on you.
Wow.
Oh. So sorry.
It feels bad.
I do want to really quickly note that Socke, there are like the things where you go for the 2 gateway opening. But generally, I feel like you when you end up seeing like the 2 gateways, it's after like after the cyber core has been thrown down, or like around the same time it gets thrown down, you build the 2nd gateway. Socke would decide to go for like 2 gateways, waited, and then built a slightly later cyber core. So this is kind of interesting to me. I guess it does mean that his Stalker and Adept come out really early, but I don't really know. It was a little bit weird of an opening.
I can't say much to it, I guess. I wasn't paying as close attention, and I don't want to be like, well, I guess he's just bad.
Well, Resident Enclaves coming out, and it's different between the production tab and in the building.
Oh my god, please don't bring that up. Jesus.
I brought it up because I knew it would annoy you.
So, like, I was gonna make this video with all the complaints about all the bugs and inconsistencies in StarCraft, and then we go to the summit, I come back, and that patch happened, and they fixed all of it. Like, the transparency bug doesn't exist anymore. I checked the Terran, the production tab, and they matched the building production. So I thought everything was fixed, which sucked for my video, but whatever.
Well, they were like,
and then
blue ball in the corner, blue ball in the corner. Yeah, it's the same thing.
I mean, really, it is not that different, but come on, just choose one.
Ooh, well, Overlord's gonna come in over here and scout out the Twilight Council and all the gateways being thrown down. Seeing 4 gateways and knowing that there are also 2 gateways at the front, that's more than enough for Guru to realize what exactly is gonna be happening over here. You may not be aware of the Dark Shrine that's coming out, but still should be preparing for some Adepts. And already has a lair on the way, so it should be okay for the Dark Shrine.
This is I feel like really old school. I mean, I know I've seen a couple of all-ins.
It is Socke.
With, yeah, exactly, with Archons and whatnot. But it feels like very much like this is the guy that is, hasn't been on the up and up. 100% has a couple of older builds in his back pocket and is actually going to go ahead and use them. So it's a lot of gateways. You don't need 6 gateways to expand, but he is going to try and get the Nexus up, even though it won't be super saturated by the time it's done. And he's going to attack. I mean, this could be Adepts in the front and then DTs in the back, or it could be like morphing into Archons, taking a direct engagement.
Yeah.
It's powerful stuff.
It can definitely do some good damage. The Roaches are already coming out, though, and there are already Spore Crawlers out as well. At least a Spore Crawler in the natural and the main base, as well as the 3rd. So yeah, DT shouldn't go completely uncontested or undetected. War Prism getting focus fired down by the Queen, already losing all of its shields, but the Adepts are going to be able to chase those guys back.
Just wait to see what he does with those DTs. I mean, maybe he'll wait and just be like, well, I guess this isn't going to work. Let's wait until he's not paying attention to use the DTs. And that's not a bad idea. It is a bit of a waste of a build, though. Like, you consider that this was meant to do damage, and it's doing really almost nothing. I guess it's denying 3rd base mining and a bit of droning, but this hasn't worked yet. The War Prism's gonna try and get something done on the main base. There wasn't the immediate defenses here.
He's getting a decent amount of damage done. He's already killed off 9 workers. Guru's sitting at just 40 compared to the 48 or 49 of Socke. And the cool thing about this is Socke, even though this looked like it was going to be a big all-in, he did grab a third, and he's been probing up behind it. So it's not necessarily an attack that has to end the game or do devastating amounts of damage.
Yeah. I do think it needed to be more damage than this, though. It's a little worrying.
You think so?
Guru, yeah.
19 workers?
19 workers is pretty impressive. I still like overall, Guru might be the better player here, right? Like, I'm really gonna, take sides, as Guru has been winning a lot of the Corsair Cups. You're getting very far in them, anyway. And that, like, if you don't seriously cripple this guy, he might just be able to out-macro you if you give him time, which I'm worried because it is cross-spawn Frost.
That's true.
That's gonna happen. But it certainly is, like, a nice jumping-off point.
Yeah. I was gonna say, only losing 6 adepts for the, like, 20 workers, I would say that was worth it. But losing the Warp Prism and the 4 adepts inside of it, it's not looking quite as good. Because I think being able to continue the pressure was a huge part of the defense over here. Now, yeah, he's going to be able to force back some of these units, and he's got a lot of photon cannons, which I really like. Throwing down those photon cannons at the third is really, really nice.
Yeah. And I can never forget that he has the ability to make Dark Templar. So if Guru ever does fully commit to an attack, that's like all across the map. He doesn't have something to kill the DTs. He may have detection for him, but they won't kill him. And that could be a problem. What are these perps doing?
Dark Templar just got warped in, moving into the Warp Prism that got remade.
Yeah. Pretty worth to remake that for sure. Upgrades, about to finish up. Guru's getting his 4th base, and he's gotten up to what is a nice respectable count. So Guru has been making swarm hosts, and he's done it often enough now that I don't think it's a troll build anymore. Initially, I think it was that one game, the first game we saw it, but nah, he's actually been using them on like Dasan Station. You kind of see the logic there. Use them on New Gettysburg, and well, it wasn't abusive on New Gettysburg. It did provide a little something different for his army, and he's doing it again on Frost.
This is going to be interesting because I feel like Socke is building up a really good mid-game army, which is heavily consisting of, yeah, the Immortals and everything, but also those Adepts and the Sentries, not really making a lot of the Stalkers that you would honestly a lot of the time see in the kind of late game stages. So I kind of feel like he's gearing up for a big attack. I guess he may just sit back for a little bit longer while he uses the DTs to try and snipe down the Spore Crawler. Oh my god, he gets it, because Swarm hosts suck at killing DTs.
Wow. This is nice, just like momentum being taken away from Guru. I mean, his Swarm hosts I don't think want to be over here doing absolutely nothing and actually dying.
It also sucks that the Swarm hosts get scouted this early, because this is, I feel like it's not necessarily one of those things that Guru's just like, I hope he never sees my Swarm hosts until the first attack, but I think it's definitely one of those things that you sort of hope that you can keep under wraps just because of how uncommon it is. Catch your opponent off guard.
Does it suck or does it sucking? Anyway, I had another point, but I really need to get that out of my system.
You need to make up for Rivka not being here.
Yeah, exactly. That's my job right now. So like, the DTs are cleaned up, and Guru is at 4 bases, 74 drones, and he's got a decent army supply, but his army supply is odd. It's not like, I can't say that it's bad, I can't say that it's great, it's odd. If the Swarm Host Locusts get on top of the army, it's actually, I think, a really good army. If Socke just runs away and then pushes in, it's a really bad army. Like, that's a lot of supply that could potentially be doing absolutely nothing.
A couple of Adepts do shade their way into the mineral line. Not really going to get a whole lot done, but pull all these units up over there. And this is the thing about Swarm Hosts, is I feel like if Socke can ever force these Swarm Hosts to unleash their payload, there's just not that much to deal with even something like a Warp Prism making their way into the main base and just doing a big like 7 or 8 Adept warp in while dropping out 4. I feel like there just won't be anything to defend.
It's gonna be very interesting. I mean, I really like that Guru is keeping the Locust in here while he pushes Socke into a position that he can't retreat from. I like the Colossus. I actually really like Socke's position, or well, I kind of like it. I think from what I expected when seeing like an old name like this come back up against what has been a very consistent new name like Guru, like it's getting better and better every single time we see him. I really thought Socke would be like, I can't play a macro game, but he's playing a pretty good one. Unfortunately, yeah, Nexus go down pretty quickly to Locust here, but he saves his 4th at the very least so he can transfer his probes and start remaking more of them.
Yeah, he's trying to focus fire down the Spore Caller over at the 4th expansion right now, and he should be able to get it. The Dark Shrine or the Dark Temple are going to go uncontested for a little bit, but Overseers make their way in. Another Overseer also being made. Guru's just like, no, we're done with the Dark Templar. Not again.
Oh man, get more Blade Stalkers.
Yeah.
It's very dangerous. Swarm hosts, they're being used as harassment units, but they're not super quick.
Swarm hosts are also kind of cut off right now. Okay, it looks like they have their payloads back. They're going to be able to unleash that wave of locusts, but if Socke realized that all the swarm hosts were way up there in the top right, I feel like he could have just done a big run, like swing and run by over the 4th expansion, killed it off, and just backed out through the south side.
Yeah, I agree, but it was a little dangerous. Because if the Lings surround or something like that, it could have been bad news.
Well,
with Colossus, that should that shouldn't happen. But
oh, it doesn't want to fight this. Here. Probably, maybe.
If he had 4, I thought 2 Colossus wouldn't be enough. I thought 4 Colossus would be the magic number to deal with Locusts pretty quickly, but no, those Locusts didn't do what they can sometimes. Again on the sentries. And Colossus are doing a great job against this.
It's 14 damage with 2 attacks, so it's 28 damage. Yeah, and the Locusts only have, I guess 2 Colossus is enough to one-shot it.
Yeah, this ends up being pretty perfect. I feel like not only is Socke, like, you know, actually in good form, which is great to hear, but this must have happened last game too. And the good news is that girls have dealt with Swarm hosts before, not usually on the new Swarm host, but
thank you for reminding
Swarm
me
hosts.
that the score was 1-0 in favor of Guru. I had it wrong on the overlay because we didn't cast game 1. Forgot.
Oh, whoopsie. Whoopsie. Yeah,
I'll fix that.
Guru, did win, so.
This is sort of the scary moment, though. Like, there are a decent chunk of Immortals in the army. There's 4 Immortals out, but with a lot of Ultralos coming out right now for Guru, and a Spire finishing up, he's getting up his Spine Crawlers to just kind of have that extra wave of defense. I really do feel like this becomes a much, much scarier situation for Socke. Like, he's got a good army, but he's got to be prepared for an army that I don't know if he's really fully prepared for just yet.
Trying to do another Nexus snipe with Colossus here. I think
it's gonna work.
He gets so low,
I think he's gonna get it. Yeah.
Locust.
I mean, like 4 Locusts, like 4 Swarm hosts will kill a Nexus within like 8 seconds. So that many will be able to kill it even faster.
I think if the Colossus were there initially, the army was so close to it, but still not close enough.
Yeah. Well, Rochu's also going to be starting to suffer some serious damage to the Colossus in this number. High Templars are in the mix, and Storm is going to be finishing up pretty soon, but not finished up just quite yet. It might actually not be finished up just in time for the engagement. Looks like no. Guru's going to be backing off to the Spine Crawler, so should be okay for now.
Doesn't really have to back off against the Locust. The Colossus did a great job. The Archons do get a little bit surrounded, though, and they go down pretty quick.
Ooh. Well, they do at least soak some of the hits up, so the Immortals aren't on the front line, but we do have a War Prism drop that was happening in the main base. Single Zealot still alive, but get cleaned up by Banelings, of all things. I noticed that Guru was making these earlier, but I don't think it really registered. Oh, nice Corsair Gear. But it didn't really register to me. He was making Banelings, which is a really, really weird unit composition to be going for right now.
It is. It's very odd late game, but I mean, Socke's trying to counter what he sees. He's getting an Immortal, more Immortals now. He's getting more Archons. And that the Immortal's going to help against the Ultralisk, and the Archon's going to be able to snipe a lot of those Banelings. And High Templars are available to snipe what is, I think he used like 7 Vipers, in fact. So he does have an army to deal with what Gru has. It is a problem, though, that he's having a very tough time staying consistently maxed out, because his Nexus gets getting sniped.
But I mean, like, this has got to be the money time. There's so much supply in Storm Host right now. And I feel like Socke's got to find an opportunity to move in and, like, kill something or take an engagement while the Storm Hosts are not going to be a part of this fight.
I agree. I also wish that Socke would just make, like, a single DT or 2 over to the right side. So it seems like he wants to try and find the Swarm Host to kill them, but that's just not... They're being surprisingly sneaky for being big, like, lumbering things. So.
Oh, God.
Oh, there you go. Now he warps in DTs.
Another wave kills off the 4th, and now Socke is almost all in. The High Templars are all on the front line and doesn't really get that many feedbacks off. Colossus getting pulled in, as well as the Immortals, which I think is more important in this situation with how many Ultralisks there are. Guru, even without the melee upgrades, is going to do a lot of damage with the Archon wall. Is it enough?
I was surprised that Socke was pulling back like he was. I don't think he realized he had a couple of Immortals left over. Once he started to take a fight, it didn't look that bad, but now he is out of Immortals, and he does really have to back off. Those ETs chased those Swarm Hosts, by the way, without killing, I think, any of them.
Oh, man. If you just
know... They did have a speed buff, didn't they? Between Heart of the Storm and Legacy of the Void?
Yes,
so they're faster,
much
but
faster.
still have to...
But Socke doesn't
still not,
realize
like,
that there's an
units.
expansion on the top right. I really do feel like if he had just sent a couple of zealots or a DT or something up there, finally the War Prism is going to make its way in that direction. But will he actually be able to snipe it off now? Maybe just because I think mostly the supply that's left over for Guru are Ultralisk and Swarmhost. Neither of them really good at chasing down harassment units.
Well, if Socke had consistent 4-base mining, he would probably have a 5th by now, too.
Oh,
But
the DT
he's only been
split.
on 3 bases for quite some time, and you imagine that, you know, his main and natural is not mined out. This harassment plus a bigger army down the middle, probably fantastic. But Socke's army is the
Colossus.
It's
He's just gonna kill the
expensive, but it's
Colossus.
small. Socke, I think, is just dead.
Yeah,
Dunzo.
he's sitting down almost 90 supply. This is a difficult situation. And I really do feel like it goes back to that 4th expansion never actually being finished up for more than just a few minutes at a time.
Yeah. I think he wanted to try and take the bottom left. I could have sworn he was like clearing it out to try. But never happened. So never had very
Unfortunate.
good mining at all. In fact, I checked the vision.
Well,
I'm not correct.
You know, the thing is, he did kill off the 5th expansion of Guru, and this other expansion is so low on health. If he was able to get a snipe off on that, that would straight up halt all unit production for Guru almost. Like, he would have quite literally no mining going on except for like 2 mineral patches or 3 mineral patches at the 3rd expansion. So like, I could maybe see him prolonging the game long enough to get up his tech. Because he does have like high-tech units out. Immortals coming out. He still has a couple Colossus alive. Archons.
Yeah. Swarmhost are, you know, the Locusts rather are technically free. So even if he did lose the space, and he does, so that's great. It's one step forward for Socke. The Swarmhost can probably double down and let damage.
Yeah, and the problem is also now like this new expansion is retaken up here in the top right hand corner for Guru, and there's no way a big zealot run by or even just like Dark Templar should not be able to kill this off. Although, where is the Spore Crawler? He's only building 1 Spore Crawler. He needs to build more than 1 Spore Crawler maybe.
Or an Overseer.
Yeah.
The army's trying to commit to this and didn't realize, I guess, the Spine Crawlers are all over here. It's a strong army, but it's way too small.
Okay,
Again, the Locust coming in here.
The Locusts, they're just killing off the probes
Oh,
now.
God.
And then they're gonna kill off the Nexus.
Bye-bye. Bye, Nexus. And Socke's army's trapped.
Socke kills that hatchery one more time. But yeah, it is trapped. Well, he's gonna be able to find some of these swarm hosts. He has a militia
Finally,
core.
it's like a
He
moral
can recall.
victory.
He can recall.
Oh, he does. Yeah, you're right.
That
certainly was a moral victory.
I mean,
Okay, Ultras.
Okay, well, he's gonna recall out. Ultra's gonna be able to take out the floating cannons, but he loses them. Because the Dark Templar and also the Immortals are starting to build back up now. He's got a couple of them.
Ooh, I love this. A hidden base. Socke may finally have some consistent mining.
Ooh.
Oh, free Colossus is free.
Oh, War Prism moves around. It's gonna move into that natural expansion. Kills off. If he can kill off both the Spore Crawlers, he can actually go after the Spire. Ooh, the Ultralists have to run their way back, and this is gonna take a while. There's no Overseers making their way back right now. I think he's gonna be able to kill this.
The
main army. The main army, though.
But there's Immortals. Like, this is just Ultras. I think Guru might be throwing this game a little bit.
These
Oh my
DTs
God,
are
if he
killing the
gets
Ultras.
Spire,
These
there'd be
DTs
no
are killing the
unit
Ultras
transition.
that came back to defend.
There's 12 units on the way as Guru realized, like, oh, wait a minute, this isn't working out anymore with mass Ultras. And if only he had killed that Spire, that wouldn't have been an issue.
But he doesn't even have that much gas right now. Like his mined out of his gas at his 3rd expansion. His 4th expansion is down. He doesn't even have the gas guys at the 5th expansion. His gas income is literally nothing. He's not mining any gas.
Okay,
So
he has to realize that for sure. But he still managed to get up to what, 20 mutas? 16 mutas.
Okay, 16 mutas versus 2 Archons and 10 Stalkers though. I don't know if he can win
with
that.
6 Ultras and 2 Vipers, though. Like,
Yeah,
I think if an
that's
actual
true.
engagement goes down, he does win, just barely. He's gonna try it right here.
All right, well, Archons do
There you go.
splash damage to air and ground at the same time, but they're getting taken out very, very quickly. Colossus doing their best. Blinding Clouds messing with the Colossus AI. He ends up taking a lot of hits over there. I think that might have just been the killing blow, DTs or not. Seems
He's
like
so close to taking this game back.
cleans it up. And Socke's still, he's hanging in there because he has this expansion. if he killed off maybe the the Overseer, maybe I would say like, okay, can he do this? Can he make this work? But I think that Guru knows about the bottom left. He suspects something. Oh, is he not? Okay, he does find it. He does find it.
There you go. Not even gonna bother tangoing with it because he can come back later.
He was like, Photon Overcharge? Whatever. But Socke does have a better economy right now.
Yeah, I was like, his Guru still don't recognize? Okay, he does have the gases down here.
Okay, Dark Templar finally gets cleaned up. Is the War Prism still alive? War Prism is still alive, but has been scattered up by the Zerglings, which are gonna make their way down. There's a Photon Cannon over here, and Photon Overcharge with a lot of Photon Overcharge energy. I think you should be able to defend this against just this.
Yeah, 2/2 Lings aren't super strong.
Well, finally, as you mentioned, like he's mining gas at one of his bases. Still has not thrown down those other gas geysers though. So honestly, like losing every one of these Mutalisks is actually pretty painful. He had 16 earlier, but now only has 12. He's like not really mining that much gas. He's mining off of 2 gas geysers. That's it.
Well, I think he's realized that by killing all the Colossus, Lane Floods are not going to be the answer.
Maybe. I don't know. Like, I feel like Archons are going to be a universal answer then. You make a couple of Archons, like the fact that he's mining gas out of 4 gas geysers. Oh,
if he was able to get to like 4 Archons, I agree, but he only had the 1.
Yeah, and there are still 2 Ultralisks alive, and the Overseers are here, so DTs are not going to be able to save him. Blinding Clouds being thrown down left and right, but seems like the Stalkers are finally going to get taken out, and I feel like with it, Zake's chances. GG gets called.
Oh boy.
Guru takes 2-0 after a long and hard-fought series, or I should say at least game.
Yeah, advanced to the semifinals. But cool seeing Socke again, especially in such a good game. He almost had it a couple points. I feel like if he did kill that Spire, Guru might have consistently kept losing Ultras.
He almost went for the Spire, right? He had the DTs there, but he went after the Ultralisk instead, which I can't really... I mean, like, that is sort of a cost-benefit analysis, and of course the Spire could have just been maybe remade, but how was Socke supposed to know that Guru literally never took the gas geysers at his 5th expansion? Like, that's something that you just don't expect to have happened that late into the game. Oh. That
was fun. But we're going to take a quick break before we get to the semifinals. Keen's already advanced in the other semifinals, so we're waiting for their respective opponents. Might be a while.
All right, we'll see you guys in a bit.